Welcome to my floor. What you're looking at right now is my last bookmaking project in my bookmaking class, and I've currently laid it out so that I can spray mount them. This is my last project that I need to finish for my entire college career. Today I presented my second to last project, and yesterday I presented my third to last project, and today both of those projects are featured in this book that I'm making, all about trusting the creative process. And I'm gonna do something that's not best practice but is very convenient, and that's spray mounting on my balcony. I don't use it anyways, my balcony that is, and I'm planning on moving out of here in a couple months, so that's what we'll be doing today. Feels a little surreal, that's why I'm laying on the floor. Sometimes it's nice to just lay on the floor. So that's what we'll be working on. So now I'm going to trim edges. And this goes. I'm going to trim the edges off of these things. Keep pressing this once. But some of these edges have got to go. I tried to line them up as best as I could, but sometimes that's not good enough. I think I need to switch out the blade on this. It's feeling very dull. It's my last blade. That's very fitting. This is so accurate. Like criminal. It's way better. Okay. On these edges to go. Sides don't right up. This is pretty good. Okay. Happy with that. Happy with this one. Happy with that. I'm going straight to bed after I finish trimming these, and then finally, straight to bed after I finish trimming these. And I also have to add the paper to the back of this board. Then I should be good after that. But no, I feel like I always miss a step in the process. That's the edge. I'm happy with all of that. Now put this paper to size on, and then I'm calling it the night after I glued this on. We have to push the glue out. Get the glue. I'm gonna put thin layer, that thin layer. Perfect. Now this one gets messy. And I'm gonna put this under as well. And clean up now. So now we're looking at the final product of when I finally scanned all these pages in. I actually forgot my entire book that I made at my university, and I have not gone to get it back, and it's been almost a year since this happened. But now you see that I'm scrolling through each page, and I actually did cut out all those little notes for that website. This was all just on flush page. And this was 2, but obviously I animated it in a certain way for my website, my portfolio website. And then now we're gonna go in and see all the materials. This wasn't included technically in the book, but only the first pages that we saw, but this was the entire project itself that I made. All the different parts of the project that I made, and there was even this app part that I included that you saw with that first part of the book. And now we're just scrolling through all the pages that I made for that app. If you're curious, I made this website in Pages in Figma, and then I used a plugin from Figma to ReadyMag to make this website. And then this is another website that I made for a cherry ice cream company. I'm trying to remember all these projects because it has been over a year since I've made them, but pretty cool to look at it now. and a little blurb at the top about all of them, and then all these different little elements that I included. I really loved making this entire portfolio website because it was just very clear what I wanted to include and add. Also, I really loved the Dada-inspired fish poster that I made there too. This also, like, Nosh, it's okay. I think I'd probably redo basically everything if I were to do it again, but I'm happy with how the website turned out, and it's more about the look of the website than the actual things, I think, whenever it comes to applying to jobs and stuff. And now we're getting towards the end and oh, it's not loading. Now we're getting towards the end, and I'm happy with how the book turned out and how it scanned into everything, and just looking at the process behind stuff is so interesting to me, and I love to see how things evolved and got to where they are, and that's what the entire book was about, and just making mistakes in the process, and that's it. To be continued.